Hello guys, so in today's video we shall going to tackle three most asked SQL interviews. They are mostly asked in data analytics or data analyst interviews, so make sure you stick to this video until the end. So these are three SQL interview that we're going to tackle, and this is our table. So we're going to use these two tables and these three tables to tackle these three questions. So let's go straight to our first question. So our first question is asking to find employee whose salary is greater than the manager. So we have this table here, the employee table. So we're going to use this table to tackle this question. So for that case, we're going to use self join. As you can see, if you look at the employee ID and the manager ID, there's a relationship. They are somehow related. So for example, employee ID 1 doesn't have a manager. Employee ID 2 is managed by manager ID 101, and then employee ID 103 doesn't have a manager, but employee ID 104 is managed by employee ID 3, and you can see employee ID 3 doesn't have a manager. And then we can see employee ID 5 to employee ID 7, they don't have manager, but you see employee ID 108 is managed by employee ID 3, employee ID 09, 104 and 110. So these two columns, they have a relationship, so they will act as a primary key and foreign key. So for that case, let's go straight to the point. So right select and then right from, so our table is called employee, so let's call it this employee. So we're going to duplicate this table. So the original table, we're going to name it employee, and the duplicate, the copy of this, we're going to name it as manager ID. So for that case, we're going to join the same table, but I'm going to alias it as M. So we assume this is our employee table, and there's another table here that is manager ID, manager table. So we're going to write our columns. So let's pick some column from our employee table. So we're going to e dot employee name, and then we alias it as employee name, then comma, and then we're also going to pick this employee salary, and we alias it as employee salary. And then we're also going to pick some column from the manager table. So pick am dot, so employee ID of this, our manager table will be manager, our employee name of our second table will be our manager name. So m dot employee name as manager manager name, and then we're also going to pick salary, m dot salary of our manager table. So as manager salary. So we're going to join these two tables on e dot. So we're going to join using the manager ID and the employee ID of this our manager table. So e dot manager ID equals to m dot employee ID of our manager. So if we run this one, it will give us the employee salary and the manager salary. So our question is asking to identify the employee who earns greater than the manager. So we're going to compare the two. So we can use subquery. So we're going to write select star from this table, and then where employee salary is greater than manager salary. Manager salary. So if you run this, you can see Hannah is the employee who is earning more than the manager. You can see Hannah earning 92 and manager earning 90,000. So let's come to highest salary. So for the highest salary, we'll have to find the rank of salary in each department. So for that case, we'll have to write select m star, then we rank over partition by department ID, and then we order by salary from descending order. And then we call it this one RNK from from our employee table. So we'll have to remove the department which is null, where department ID is not null, because you can see some department ID they have null value, so you have to get rid of it. And then if you run this one, so we can see every department have been categorized and the salary have been arranged from the highest to. So the question is asking to find the highest salary in each department. Therefore, we can use subquery to filter only the rank that is having number 1. So that is, let's just use subquery select star from where R and K equals to 1. And if execute, we're supposed to give it alias, so let's call it n. And if you execute this, you'll get the highest salary in each department 1, 2, 3 and 4, the highest salary. So now let's proceed to this one. So find the employee who are not present in the department table. So the two tables, these are the two tables. So basically is asking to find, so we're going to join these two tables using the department ID and the from the both table. So basically is asking to find the employee who are not present in the department table. So the employee are present here, but they are not present in this department, this department table. So for that case, we'll have to join the two tables, and then we filter only the table that are not matched. The values, the rows that are not matching with the rows in our department table. So for that case, let's write our query. So select temp select tab from our left, so employees, and then these two tables we're going to use our left join to join them, left join to join the departments table. So let's call this one D and let's call this one E. So we're going to choose the columns here, E dot, let's call it star, and then comma, and then D dot department ID, and then D dot department name. So we're going to join on E dot department ID. Now department ID equals to D dot department ID. and then if you run this one, we're going to get this table. So we're going to filter the department that are not the values the values of our table that are not matching with the values of our table in left table that are not matching. So for that case, we're just going to use where department ID is null. So if you run this one, it will give you the frank. So if you found this video helpful, kindly subscribe, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you.